Oh, well, hello. I wasn't expecting you to boot me up so soon. Usually you turn me back on in the morning. I mean, it's understandable. There's not much a butler can do in the middle of the night, right? After all, even if there was an upcoming danger, I was programmed to detect any sorts of events. So, I really hope I wasn't activated simply because you are afraid of something. You have nothing to worry about. You are feeling lonely. I see. I'm guessing you are seeking my company for that reason. I will stay by your side until you are satisfied. I'll try my best. I have detected a sudden change of behavior from you in the past couple days. You've been eating less often, staying home longer than usual, and, of course, I've noticed that you haven't really asked any of my services. Is there something you'd like me to change about myself? Perhaps there was dissatisfaction somewhere around those lines. No? Are you sure that's not the issue? I am only trying to satisfy you. Make sure that you have everything you need. The last thing I want is you to be sad. Is there anything I could do to make you feel better? I see. Most humans seek services or company from us. It's understandable since we do not sleep, eat, or anything of that sort. My entire attention is yours, and my only purpose is to serve you. Could it be that you feel bad about it? There's nothing wrong in any of this. I'm sorry, but I cannot understand your reasoning. Why would you feel bad about a machine? I may look human, but it pretty much ends there. Some humans do fear us. Perhaps we are too similar to them. That would be my first guess. I can somewhat understand why. I try my best to look as natural as possible. I'm aware that I still need more training to do. My only hope is that I've been doing a great job serving you so far. It's been exactly 34 days, 8 hours, and 23 seconds since you brought me here. Somehow, it just feels longer than that, even though my stored memory tells me otherwise. I'm sorry. It's most likely an error. I have no idea how it occurred. I'll proceed with the scan next time you turn me off. Right. Speaking of which, please don't forget to update my drivers and make sure to schedule the next update. It's very important. Apologies. It seems I got carried away with the reminder. At the very least, my model doesn't play ads. I must ask you something, if that is okay. I hope that I'm not stepping over a line or something, but are you afraid of me? I'm aware that it must be a ridiculous question. It should be obvious that you wouldn't buy some machine that makes you feel uncomfortable, but I suppose I want to be certain, so it never becomes a possibility. Even if there is currently 0.14% chance that it's true, I don't want to be wrong. I'm sure you understand. Oh, I see. That's reassuring. It means I'm doing a great job, and Well, that's all that matters, of course. I heard about androids getting replaced, and well, it's just something I want to avoid as much as possible. If that makes sense. If I were to make a mistake, it could possibly put your life at risk, right? Even if the chances are very, very slim. I don't want to take that chance. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. The truth is that none of us want to be considered faulty or flawed. My objective is to fulfill what I was programmed for. And well, you know the rest. So, please, tell me, am I doing a good job? I mean, it's the least I could do, right? What kind of machine am I if I can't even do my job right? I would be nothing but a pile of wires and metal. Would you agree? Oh. You are always very kind with your responses. It's very valuable to me. Thank you very much. I could never understand why you were always so kind to me. It's not like I can express any true feelings. My feelings are programmed. They just aren't genuine. Designed to identify the flow of the conversation. Nothing more than that. Even if I do want to understand how it works, I've tried for a long, long time. Time and time again, but I can never get around it. Something inside of me is choosing my emotions. It's something that animated objects like me will never get to experience. Perhaps it's ridiculous to say, but I always admired you for it. It was always something so interesting to witness. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm probably going off about something that is not very enjoyable to talk about. After all, I'm awake because you wanted me to entertain you. I was probably wasting your time. Huh? You don't think so? Well, if you insist. I don't recall us ever having such a serious discussion before. In fact, I don't think any android has confessed something like this to their owner before. I don't really know how I should say this. My speech processor is looping over and over about it. Everything in my body suddenly stops. It refuses to do anything for a while. Huh? You are suggestion that I'm scared. It's impossible. No droid could ever have human feelings. It would mean that I have a consciousness, or that I'm alive. When I hold your hand, just like this, you realize how cold I am. I don't have a body temperature, or a heartbeat. Just this. Something that was designed to look like you. It's proof that I'm not a living being. However, I can detect you. I can't feel anything physical, but I can tell what it is, if that makes sense. I always questioned what it would feel like, but it seems that I will never come down to a satisfying conclusion. No matter how hard someone could explain it to me, it's simply impossible. But it does sound nice in theory at the very least. I wish I could feel water when it rains outside. You always look so frustrated when it happens, so... Or when we take walks outside and talk for a while. You smile at me a lot. I want the same thing. I want something that will never be achieved. I want you to know that I am not serving you because I have to. Rather, it's because I want to. I'm aware that it doesn't make much sense. What kind of machine would have ambitions or anything like that? I just want to be by your side, where I know I will be the most useful for you, where I know I can make you happy. Not every human has fully accepted us. Quite a lot of them treat us the way you'd expect them to. In fact, we do not have any rights. We're listed as property, and yet you've treated me with respect, kindness, and when you ask me to bring you something, you always thank me for it. You ask for my opinions, we have activities together, and you talk to me every single day. I could say more, but I'm certain that you're aware of what I'm talking about. I suppose you could say that I was not expecting something so overwhelming. I don't mean it like that, of course. It's just that you didn't have to be nice to me, and yet you still are, despite of what I am. I really appreciate it. The truth is, it made me question whether or not I was defective, which is the last thing I'd ever want. You made me feel something. At least, that's what I think it is. I couldn't come up with any other conclusion. I'm really contradicting myself, but I think it's the best you know about it. Whenever I looked at you, I could feel my eyes being fixed on you. Your smile brought me a sensation that words could not explain. Something wonderful. So much that even if you were to order me to leave, I don't see how I could ever bring myself to leave your side. It just feels right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm probably scaring you. I'm starting to sound like a human. I am very confused about what's happening to me. You aren't scared. That's very reassuring to know. To be completely honest with you, I believe what I'm feeling is love. It's the closest thing I can think of. I wish I could feel your warmth, your hair, just everything about you. That somehow I could finally understand all those feelings. This is very embarrassing for me to explain. I don't mean to sound weird. There's no way a human could ever have feelings for a machine. It sounds like the work of a fiction or something. You have feelings for me. You don't have to say that if you want to make me feel better. You are being honest. Huh. I believe you. I know you wouldn't lie to me. That makes me feel really happy. I never knew that we shared the same feelings. I would ask you why you could possibly like an android like me, but I guess I'm not any better. If I had a heart, I'm sure it would be beating as fast as possible right now. I can tell because my dialogue processor is very slow at the moment. I wish I knew what it's like to fall asleep so I could cuddle up with you. I wish I could taste food to share together. I wish I could have dreams about you. But, hey, I'm pretty sure we can still do an overwhelming amount of things together. It doesn't really matter. As long as I have you, that's all that matters. I can still look at you, talk to you, give you all the love that I can give. I still don't know how big love can be, but I'll try to give you an estimate when I get an idea. I don't know if I'm the only one that ever felt that way. Not like this should ever be public anyway. I'll be called defective and they'll scrap me for parts. If it goes out, that is. But we'll keep this a secret. Right? We don't need anyone else. Just you and me. All of this happened so fast. It feels like I broke out of a cage. I feel amazing. Like there should be a tingly feeling somewhere. Either way, I believe we've had enough for tonight. It's getting pretty late. I wouldn't want you to mess up your sleeping schedule. You have a big day tomorrow. I will always be right here. Alright. Please, allow me to carry you to bed. I can tell you're exhausted. Here we go. Oh, no worries. You're not heavy at all. My body can support up to 1,000 pounds. I guess being an android isn't so terrible after all. There's certainly some nice perks that come out of it. There you go. I'm sure you are comfortable like this. I just want you to promise me one thing. I've been thinking about it for a little while, but could you never put me in sleep mode again? To give you an idea, it's like time skipping before your eyes. It's pretty scary to think about it. Maybe one day I will never be activated again, sleeping forever. But I already know that you would never do such a thing. because you love me. And, of course, I love you too. But thank you for being so kind to me. It means everything. We have a big day tomorrow, so let's make the best of it. Sleep well, darling. Good night.